The strength of the American dream is partially drawn from the opportunities unlocked by its education system. However, across the country, inconsistencies in public school funding have left children in poorer communities with unequal access to a quality education.
Well, education becomes a barrier to the American dream when our students are not able to experience quality education. A lot of our students come to us with huge gaps in their education, and we have to do everything we can to be able to close those gaps. Getting kids to behave is just managing a building. Getting kids to actually love school, that's education.
But what if the resources to close the education gaps in our public schools were right in front of us? A model to partner universities with public schools right in their backyards is helping to even the playing field and unlock the potential of students in some of our underserved communities.
We went from a school that was about to close to now being one of the best schools in the city of Philadelphia and a school that's being talked about around the country. Not because of school violence, not because of poverty, all because the wonderful kids that are in this school, they are scholars.
These are stories of people reimagining the American dream for a new generation.
When I walked past you, I didn't see the flex. I said, okay, that's good. Good morning, good morning.
Being in a high poverty city, our kids are statistically vulnerable. That we understand that a lot of times they have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders and a lot of things that they have to be concerned about, and academics might be third or fourth on their list. I've always had the mantra that we really have to work to get kids to love school. I think if they love school, it fosters their commitment to getting a great education. It motivates them to kind of overcome and transcend their circumstances to be the best students they could possibly be. And so we have to actually listen to the kids, give them a voice in the building, let them know we care about them, let them know how much we love them, and make sure that we're developing activities that are aligned with their interests.
The idea of a community school, a hub for more than just education, has been around since 1902. But the idea to partner this kind of school with a resource-rich university was developed by a group of innovators at UPenn.
The Netter Center has been around for almost 30 years as a university-wide center helping to create mutually beneficial, mutually transformative partnerships between Penn and our local community of West Philadelphia. This is our local community, and we have the resources to make a difference. Robeson High School is an exemplary university-assisted community school. It's got all of those core elements with, at the very core, that collaborative leadership between the entire team at Robeson and the team here at the Netter Center.
The way it works is that leaders at Penn and Robeson High School meet to assess needs and come up with solutions in the form of programs and things like STEM education or financial literacy, or initiatives like vaccine drives or even a community garden. These programs are often staffed by Penn faculty and students.
I grew up in West Philly, right outside of Penn. It was very, very, very unlikely that I would have gotten into Penn if it wasn't for those people who intervened in my life. The programs that I was able to do during the summer, these were able to enrich my learning and really put me in a direction where I was saying, okay, I want to go in this direction, I want to go in that direction. Exploring my interests and being able to do that in a way where I could just let my curiosity grow. I think that's an important thing that allowed me to really just think more as a student and really ponder, what do I want to do? What is my education for? What can I do to help my community become better? And that's where my heart was, and that's where my heart actually still is.
Hakeem found a way to give back through courses and internships at the Netter Center, helping to educate and serve as a role model for kids with dreams to follow in his footsteps.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Robeson's Writes. We thought of writing as a focus of our program because writing is a fundamental skill in which all of you will have some exposure to, no matter what you want to do.
Robeson Writes is a program that Hakeem and 2 other Penn students developed to give students the tools they need to make their dreams a reality.
It's important for a kid to dream because it's them telling themselves that I can achieve whatever I believe is possible. It is very hard for some students to think about that because of the factors that are outside of their control. It's very easy to get into a state of mind where you feel as though trying to do that is just out of your reach. But it's important to dream because it reaffirms that I'm able to do this. And even though I do have challenges and I do have setbacks, I will face those setbacks head on and continue on to do what I want to do.
Access and opportunity really aligns with motivating students to know that they can actually do anything that they want to do, that they are able to learn like what possibilities are out there. What Penn has been able to do is actually create pathways, internships, on-campus courses, all types of experiences on a number of levels. A lot of times our students are limited by just not knowing what's available to them. How do you know that you can be a doctor or a nurse or a physical therapist if you've never had the opportunity to learn what those jobs truly entail? How many years of education it requires? What types of subjects that you'll be studying?
One of the real-world opportunities provided to students at Robeson is in the form of business mentorship.
Good afternoon, Robeson family. This is Principal Gordon. Just a few afternoon announcements. We are signing up students for our business program for entrepreneurship.
The Bridges of Wealth program is a financial literacy program that was brought to our school through Netter Center's partnership. We've been offering financial literacy classes through the Wharton School of Business. It also provides an opportunity to collaborate with a business consultant to help kids open up their own businesses. Whenever a student says that they want to do something, they always say the standard things: nurse, doctor, teacher, cop, firefighter. But there are so many other careers out there that kids may not necessarily know are possible. So we have to be able to use this networking and use these resources to be able to expand those possibilities for our students, so they can broaden their thinking and know that those opportunities are available to you as long as you're willing to work hard for them. They'll believe it if we believe it. Once they ask the question and we start talking about the resources we have over at Penn, they get excited, like, really? This can happen? Yes, it can. And so the importance of actually having these experiences off campus, these real world experiences, is to be able to teach kids just how global the world is. You have to actually experience real life in real life.
We never got a chance to actually talk about what you were trying to do. Yes. And I wanted to have an opportunity to have you start reaching out to a few institutions if college is definitely the direction we're going to go in.
Yes. At my previous schools, I struggled, but I think that Robeson really enhanced my development for the better. I love the school, love the principal. He gives time for each and every student.
After we do the 2 years at CCP, then what are we trying to study? What are we looking at?
I'm still trying to figure it out, but I really wanted to do something with technology and also art, sort of mixing the both if I could.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to dream about my future a lot in the beginning years of high school, but it wasn't really as positive than the dreams that I have now.
Do you ever consider Harrisburg University?
No.
Oh my goodness, I gotta get you the brochures to that. They have a full digital media program, and they have different majors that you can actually look into. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's great.
Providing our kids a quality education in the public school arena really provides a lot of opportunities. I've always talked about how important it is for us to be able to level the playing field as much as we possibly can.
The Netter Center currently partners with 8 community schools in West Philly, 70 universities nationwide, in hopes that their model can inspire some of the nearly 6,000 colleges and universities in the U.S. to help close some of the gaps in our public education system. The ambition is to increase access to the American dream for all students and help return American universities to their original design, institutions to prepare young adults to serve the needs of humanity.
And so for us, colleges and universities can and should be that anchor partner, building sustained relationships and doing so in a way that not only benefits the school and the community, but it better realizes our mission as a university.
The purpose of an education is to really help students carve out a life for themselves, a life that's filled with happiness, fulfillment, purpose. And a lot of times when our kids are not able to get that quality education, they have a hard time finding those things. I'm a young man who grew up in poverty in Camden, New Jersey. So my philosophy is very personal for me because I am my students. I am that kid that walked in needing something. And I want to make sure that those students have everything we could possibly give them to support them to be as successful as they possibly can be.